All right, everyone, welcome to Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas. I'm Joshua Jacob. On today's show, we have a very special guest. We have the creator of the Spice Wannabe, the Spice Girls tribute here in Las Vegas, Casey McConachie, which is known as Baby Spice. Welcome to Rhythm and
Hey,
Roads Las Vegas.
thank you for having me. I'm super
Yeah,
excited.
Casey, it's a pleasure. And I have gone to one of your shows, and I have to say I was really impressed by the just the production, the sound, and I mean the looks as well. I mean, I'm like, this is like the real deal. And it was great. I loved it. So wow. I mean, how long did you guys do this show? Like 2, 3 years or
No, so we're just about hitting the 3 year mark now.
3 year mark? Okay, congrats on
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah. So it was 2022 where I was creating it still in my living room at my house.
in
And
your
then,
living room. Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
every
that,
day, pedal to the metal, woke up, laying down all the vocals, all the harmonies, figuring out the choreography.
wow.
I bought 5 outfits off Amazon and hung them on a clothing rack. And I
Yeah,
kept them in my living room. So every day I woke up, I could see the Spice Girl vision. Like, there it is. I'm going to do this. I'm doing this. I'm doing
that's
this.
cool. Wow.
Um, yeah. So it's not been that long. And within that time, we had the residency, the year at the Excalibur. It
Okay.
went pretty fast from my living room to that.
That's a
So,
big accomplishment from the living room to Excalibur.
yeah. It was a journey. It was a journey. It was a long journey from when I after we produced like fully produced the show, and then I four-walled and rented South Point Casino and
Okay.
did the show, the full scale show. I didn't want to start small. I didn't want to start and build. I'm like, if I'm going to put this out there, I'm putting it out there from the full production with the live band
Wow.
graphics from the start.
Yeah.
But then there were 7 months from that show until we got booked again, like from doing all of that work and then waiting to see, pitching it to different venues, different agents, just getting it, someone can buy the show to, pay us to
Yeah.
do it. And then it
Right.
happened. And then from there, it just all went up. So,
That's amazing. Well, now that we can get more into that story, let's start. Yeah, just share about yourself. Just, the journey of you being a singer, just how that started at a young age, leading to the point of where we're at now.
yeah. So it's interesting because we were talking a little bit before about how there's two stories to this story. There's the
Yes.
story of the show and
Right.
creating the production and how that happens. And I could write a whole book on that. I could write.
And I hope you do.
I know, maybe I should. The
You
things they don't
should.
tell you, what I wish I knew that I know now, or things
Right.
learning along the way, just in the entertainment industry itself, or how this all works.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one story. And then there's a story of why I actually did it and how I got to be there. So I was like, I'm feeling pulled to tell the one I don't ever tell. So maybe that's today. Yay.
Today's the day here on Rhythm and Rolls Las Vegas.
Yeah. So little backstory. I've been a performer my whole life, ever since high school, then went to college for performing arts and business, traveled with other productions, did the cruise lines.
Oh,
You know,
wow. Okay.
I've always been doing that. And so that's what brought me to Las Vegas eventually, was the cruise ship job that I had, was a production out of Las Vegas. And
Okay.
then I ended up here. But before that, I had a kid. I'm a mom. And
Oh, wow. Congrats.
yeah, so I had, me and my husband at the time moved out to Vegas 13 years ago.
Okay.
Nothing, not like he was from England, so he didn't even have a green card. So it was kind of
Oh,
like
wow.
to pull the weight, do the thing, get out here, make things happen.
Yeah.
And that journey led me down a really long path of finding different ways to stay in this industry as a mother and in Las Vegas. I never thought I would have ended up in Las Vegas. I
Wow.
sometimes don't even know how I ended up here.
Yeah.
But then it all evolved. I did shows. I started other companies and little businesses here and there. And some of those are still going now for 10 years.
Oh,
And
good. Good.
yeah. So Spice, though, that happened in 2020. I think 2020 over COVID, I had the idea
Okay.
and I left it in my notebook because I didn't feel it was the right time. And then 2022, I hit the pavement with it and I needed to change my life and I needed to really focus on not letting anything ever hold me back again, not letting
Mm.
anything, anyone in my life, in my circle, anything hold me or stop me from doing this. And when you have that gut feeling, do you ever get that, just like that huge, like, this is something, I don't know what it is, but this is pulling me to do this. I have to
Yeah.
do it. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to do it. And no one can tell you different. And
Nope.
that's even
I
though
know
they're
that
going to,
feeling. Yeah.
yeah. And you feel people say you're crazy or that's a ridiculous idea, or they'll look at past projects maybe that you did and they'll tell
Yeah.
you that never worked. Why are you doing this? You should just do this. You should just be that. And you just can't let anyone stop you. You can't let
No.
anyone be back from it. And the struggle and the fight that I had to actually do it with everything that I was going through at the time in my life. Um, I you wouldn't believe some of the things that had happened at the time I was getting so close to finally opening the show,
Oh
or
man.
people that just really tried to sabotage my life while
Really?
it was launching. And the only people that know that are actually the cast because they were there and they lived it. And so that's what I mean. There's a whole story that people don't know, but they saw everything I went through. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't, I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have those girls and that band and those dancers and those that cast became my family and my lifeline in a way I never would have ever expected,
Wow.
ever. And to this day, it's kind of like when we hear stories when the Spice Girls are doing interviews, we relate very much because like, oh yeah, you're your own little vault. You know,
Mm.
there's things that you won't ever let out or that they saw or things that they know because when you're in a public eye in
Yeah.
this entertainment industry, I mean, they some things you don't want to be your story, but in the end, that's the bigger story and that's the bigger picture of why.
Yeah.
And that's the thing you need to share about moving forward and overcoming every obstacle. Because if I could do that, if I can fully create this whole production with every aspect of it and go through what I was going through at the time and still accomplish that,
Yeah.
it's like, come on, you can do it. You can do this. You can
Yeah.
do this. So yeah. So that's a little taste of that. Do you want more?
Of course I want more. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. Well, I am a very Christian person too. So
Yeah.
I know
That's awesome. Yeah.
God led me through this journey, this
Yeah.
whole journey. And I was praying for a life change. I was praying for, I was in a not good relationship in my marriage. And I know I needed out. I needed to take
Okay.
control of my life again and control of my finances and control of everything that I had lost. And for me and my daughter. And so when I hit the ground running with this, I knew I wasn't ever going to give up. And then
Wow.
certain things happened along the way that almost ruined all of that with the show before opening night that I was
Really?
going to
Wow.
even.
Okay.
Um, but it didn't stop me. And I still did it. And I, this whole journey actually led me to freedom. And God
Wow.
saved me out of relationships that I was never meant to be in. And even after that, you know, you have patterns and you have things that you fall into
Mm.
because you feel comfortable and safe in certain areas and certain relationships that you know
Mm.
you should be in.
Yeah.
And it almost drained me. It almost, I mean, it took so much away from me that I almost gave up on the show itself
You
as
almost
well.
gave up.
I
Really?
almost gave up on the
Oh,
show.
wow.
And this is after we had the residency. This is after we've done everything.
Wow.
Um, and I have this whole family and support system underneath me with this cast. And everyone's like, let me help you, let me help you. But I was so wanting to keep tight grip and control on things because I'm like,
Mm.
let go of this. I can't. This is my lifeline. I had trust issues. I had control issues. My whole cast will laugh at me. They'll say, take a compliment, Casey. Take a compliment. Like you did this. Like you know.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I'd be. And
Wow.
I remember being on a park bench maybe a couple months ago, 6 months ago, maybe, just crying because I was so drained from this outside chaos of other things in my life, pulling all my energy away from me, wanting to keep me at this lower level
Wow.
that I couldn't even see what has been created in front of me anymore. And those girls had an intervention with me.
Oh, yeah, they really did.
Yeah, they said you work too hard, you've come through too much, and they are the reason that I have been able to pull through and praying to God every single day, pulling me through this. And
Wow.
it wasn't until recently, even just this last tour, we just got back from touring Canada, that I realized, oh my god, it's like the fog has lifted now.
Yeah.
I've been able to be healing actually. Like God's been healing me. Like everything I've been processing has been healing. And I finally feel like I am finally here seeing everything and how amazing it all is. And the
Wow.
reason I went through everything and has brought me to this now. So it's kind of like, watch out, what's coming next? Like,
Yeah.
what
What's
are we
next?
to do? It's like the doors are going to open and they already are.
Yeah.
The journey is shifting and evolving. Like everything is like in the shows, in the production, in life. And I'm seeing how cool it is. I'm seeing
Oh
how
yeah.
everything is.
It's like
So
God opened your eyes to see now the gifts of what he brought you, just opening those doors,
yeah.
you know?
And how they say he'll do it and you'll pray for something
Hmm.
and he'll do it in ways you would never expect. you
That's
know,
true. Yeah, very true.
you
Yeah,
pray for freedom and so he'll give you clarity.
he will.
That clarity
That's right.
might hurt like heck. It might hurt you to your core,
Oh, man.
but you needed it. You needed it. You needed to
Yeah.
go through it. And that's what I mean, like with this show, and people come to it and see it and they see us on that stage and they say, you guys really like each other. Like, oh man, we love each other. We love each other no matter what. Even if
Yeah.
a cast member has to, life shifts and change and evolve. I'm like a mama bird. I want to see people fly and grow.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing. It is all just a blessing and a journey that I never expected to go on. And I am so thankful because it's hard.
Oh,
It's
I bet. Yeah.
hard. Production's hard, life is hard, but trust the journey and keep going. And oh, it's incredible.
I want to really thank you again for sharing that incredible testimony. I know we're not even done yet. We're halfway
Yeah, we're
through.
just getting
I know
started.
we're just getting started, but I was going to say that that for you to say you almost gave up on the show or even stopped, I mean, that right there was like, wow. Because if you would have done that, you would have missed out on what God had on the other side. You know what I mean? And that just was like, this is where you could be, but if you were to give up, you would have lost what I've had for you. And that's the thing about faith, right? Is God doesn't show us the whole picture. He doesn't show us everything. He just gives us a little just to let us. That's where the trust comes in, right? Where we
Yeah.
have to trust him to a certain extent to us. Well, I mean, we have to trust him all the way, but it's just for us as humans, it's hard because we're like, well, I need to know something like by the end of this week, bro. Like, but the God's like, hey, trust me. And it's hard. But here's the thing is when you look back and you're just like, man, if I would have given up, God was like, see, all I asked was just trust because I will not let you down. I know what you need before you even ask,
Yeah.
right? And so why we get in this panic zone of I just want to stop. It's like God, like who are we to try to be God? It's like no, just here, take it. I'll be okay, But let's continue because it's not, I want to know more about
I
this.
love that. But I
Yeah.
love that is because it's so true. Because it's so scary. And sometimes a new stepping, like one step, do the next right thing, do the next best thing. And the
Right.
next step sometimes requires you to let go of things or people or relationships that you do not want to.
Yeah.
You, you do
I know that
not
feeling. Yeah.
to. And it is the hardest
It
thing
is.
to go through. And
Yeah.
it's also a neurological nervous system thing. Is how we're made, is how we're created, and we have free will. And the lessons I've learned is like you can't fix people, you can't change people, and the only person that you can help is yourself.
Right.
The only person that also can do that is God. So that's where when you said imagine if you would have let it go.
Yeah.
I don't know where I don't have a clue. I'm just so thankful I'm not where I was
Yeah,
anymore.
right, right.
Like that's the bigger part of the journey. And yeah, it just brings a family. And it's scary. It is so scary. You're like, you want me to do what? When he shows you or opens a door or some message comes through and
Mm.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
This
Like, are
is
you sure about like are you like it's me, right? Yeah, I know
yeah,
it's you. You can handle this.
yeah. Or I don't feel qualified.
Yeah. Oh, that
You
too.
know,
Right.
that was a big thing too, even with starting this show. I've never, I mean, I've been a performer my whole life, but yet I've never, I mean, I don't know. I've had lead roles and things and I've been put in productions, but
Wow.
my my audition game was horrible. Until video auditions came out, you're not casting me. I can't step into a room with three people and sing 30 measures of something without feeling like I'm gonna throw up. Like that's me. I'm not.
Wow. That's
Everyone's like, how can
crazy.
you get on stage? I'm like, I don't know. That's always been a thing. I can get on stage, I could get in a role, I can get in a character in front of
Yeah.
thousands of people and give me a mic, and it's great. It's amazing. I get terrified when I do karaoke. I get scared when, just 20 people are in the room. Can you sing a song? I'm like, no, not as me. Give me a role. Like I need a buffer. I need
Yeah.
that. That's something that I've been working on breaking as well. And I noticed in this industry, it's a huge thing. Insecurity is massive.
Mm,
And even when I was bringing on and finding the cast, I was terrified to contact these people because I view them as so talented. And some is like, oh, why would this person ever join? Who am I? Who am I? I'm not. I'm making this out of my living room. Why would But then some of the people that come on board that I look up and we've all just realized, wow, we all have that.
yeah.
We all have this insecurity.
Everyone has a story. Yeah.
Yeah, and when
Oh,
you
how
learn
do you know?
it and you know them and you learn where they want to go in life and you support each other, that's the
Right.
biggest thing too. Every single one of these people in this cast knows every quirk about everyone. We're so different and we love each
Wow.
other and we can make fun of each other for it and take it. You
Yeah.
know, we know exactly how one person's going to want to do this or not do that, or they're probably going to react like this. And we all just laugh and we call them out beforehand. And we absolutely fully accept and love everyone
That's
for it.
awesome.
It's
Wow.
beautiful. It's rare and it reads. I think it reads when we're on stage together.
Yeah, no, it really does because I actually when I was there seeing your chemistry with everyone was just great. Like it flows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and that's one thing I want to add to that is the for me meeting certain people in my life have been truly a blessing and they still are. God knows who you need in your life and what you even before you ask. So even before even while you're prepping and putting the clothes on your wall like you said in your living room and God already knew the girls that were going to come into the show,
Yeah.
and that's the thing and each one had its particular personality, a certain trait, a certain gift and skill that was going to be a blessing to your show. And he knew certain ones in here in Vegas or outside, I don't know where they're all from, but that they were like, no, and he'll provide that opportunity, the door that will open for them to come, right? So that's awesome. I'm glad that he brought each one uniquely to you that we were just like, it can't get better than this. Like,
It,
it's like family, man.
it is. And they all said yes. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like, whoa,
Like everyone came on board. And
that's awesome. Wow.
even with our choreographer, our Spice Boy dancers, Jonathan Claudio, when he came on board, and then I had some other dancers submit, um, and then two of them were Justin and Ballarde and Kurt Nodge, which Jonathan also had worked with, and
Okay.
Jonathan had not choreographed a full production out here yet, but I saw his reel and I was just so we had a coffee and right when I met him, it was like, that's it. This is the best meet ever. And his soul is
Wow.
amazing. And then he's like, yeah, Kurt and Justin. I was like, no way. And they came on board. And I swear they're the best dancers I've ever seen. And we get
That's
that all the
awesome.
time. And then from there, while we're building this, I think it was maybe Kurt, my other dancer, he said, Justin's a costume designer, right? And I said, no, hello, where's this? I don't do costumes.
Oh,
Someone,
wow.
I'm buying stuff off Amazon right now, you know?
Right.
And then so just I talked to him and amazing. He's incredible. He won
Wow.
a costume design competition in Canada, so
Oh,
fierce.
he did.
Yeah, while we
Congrats to
were
him. All
doing this,
right.
when we started this show.
Yeah.
And he went on to now, he works for Tony Braxton. He's designing
Wow.
Lady Gaga's
Lady
costume,
Gaga as well?
and it's just to see his career blossom and grow, and he's about to take off even more. Like
Wow.
it's just been beautiful. And recently on this tour, he had said to me, "Thank you for giving me that opportunity," because he said that was his first opportunity to fully costume a production. And I
Wow.
never
That's
thought of,
awesome.
oh my goodness, by doing this, other people are going to get opportunities that I didn't think they'd have. But
Yeah.
I just said to him like that line in A League of Their Own, and she says, "You got yourself in the league. I just got you on the train." Because I can't take any credit for any, like I will
Yeah.
never, because he's just amazing in himself. And Jonathan choreographing for other shows, and it's just it's just beautiful to see
That's
how
awesome.
careers or lives have changed
Amazing.
within this show. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting, right? How certain people, like you said in your show, will be blessed outside of the show as well, and just what you got started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
that's the
incredible. Wow, Casey.
part. It's the best part. Yeah.
And so let's get into I mean, you just came back from Canada doing what, a 6 day show a week? What
Well,
was
we
it?
this one was 11 days,
Oh,
and we
11 days. Oh
yeah,
man,
we
that
did
was
eight
off.
shows through British Columbia this time.
Well, go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah, well, how was that experience?
Oh, it was great. It was our
Yeah, I
third
bet.
time. We have an amazing promoter up there that tours us. So this is our third tour
Oh, it
in
is. Okay.
Canada with them. But we had never done BC before. And oh, it was just an adventure. It was so much fun. And
Wow.
for me, this is the first time on tour where, because I'm in such a better place personally in my life, that I was just taking in every single minute
Mm,
and
yeah.
every obstacle and
Yeah.
every journey that we went on and experienced. We went hiking and we experienced new little locations, and the fans are incredible up there. All the
Wow.
moms and the bringing their kids to the show, and the meet and greets after that we do that last, like
Yeah.
the whole theater stays. But that's our favorite part, because the fan base for Spice Girls is so big, and everyone's like, we needed this so much. Or this is my daughter's first concert, and it's just a blessing to be able
Oh,
to
wow.
bring that to them, or to have all
Yeah.
these girls on the edge of the stage with their eyes like looking up at you and thinking, you're influencing them in a way. You're showing
Yeah,
them
you are.
how, you're
Yeah.
bringing something in them that sparks something in you once in life. So be able to recreate that in a way and offer that, and you can't mess it up. Really, that's what we say, because we don't think of ourselves. We're not trying to be the Spice Girls at all. We make the show about the fans and the audience, and we're all there together, dancing, singing the songs. We make it very clear, like, we're not trying to be the Spice Girls. We are all up here because we love the music, and that's what it's about tonight. And let's all have a good time. And please, Spice Girls, do a reunion.
Yes, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Here in Vegas.
I think it's gonna happen. That's gonna
I hope
happen.
so. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I want to get to the fact that when you mentioned the VIP meet and greet or just meet and greet afterwards, is it's the connection, right? And I feel like that's important how you and the other, girls have that connection with each one that comes and sees you, and just the moments of just saying hi to them and taking a photo with them, and just that goes a long way. I mean, they saw the show, they've heard the music, but when they're in front of you and they actually connect when they're 2 feet away, that's another experience, and that just right there, you just giving your time to meet with them, they'll always remember that, and they'll see the photos of you with them, and they're just like, wow, I got to meet them even after a great show. Like,
yeah,
even if you didn't do the meet and greet, they still will remember a great show, but the show continues after, when they meet you in the back or wherever you guys meet, and they're like, this is excellent. Like, she was so nice. They were very welcoming. Instead of just like, okay, let's get this over with, quick photo. All right, great meeting you. No, it was just the connection. That goes a long way, you know?
yeah. It's huge, and
Yeah.
it's our part. It can take a long time, because we will not leave until everyone gets through that line. And sometimes we wish we want to hear the stories. And I mean, I'm telling you, if I could sit there and talk with every single one and hear, because everyone has such a deep story, or they're saying things like, you brought back my childhood, or this reminds me when I brought my
Yeah.
daughter. Or there's something so deep about it. Or we have people messaging on the Instagram after shows like, I didn't know how much I needed this. You don't know how
Wow.
much this meant to me.
Yeah.
And they share their stories about it. And that's what the most beautiful part of it is. We even had a mom and her two daughters at one show in Canada she knew where the backstage was, and while we're loading up the van and loading up the truck, and we were just so excited after the show to go speak with her and her daughters. And then that mom actually came to the next show, our last show, and brought us presents and gifts and wrote us a three,
Wow, that was nice of them.
like this letter was 3 pages of how much it meant to her and
Wow.
her daughters and how they've been through a hard time. And it's going above and beyond outside of the show, because I believe entertainment is more about evoking a feeling, taking your
Mhm.
mind off something for at least an hour or two
Yeah,
out of the day, and you're all unified in one place together.
yeah,
And that's what our world needs more than anything right now. And with Spice Girls, everyone on our stage and everyone in that audience comes from every walk of life, every
mhm.
every belief, everything. And no matter what, you are all there singing and dancing the Spice Girls.
Yeah,
That music is so good, and the
yeah,
energy is so fun and
yeah,
positive. And that's what we just love to bring. We love to bring that. And yeah, I never would have thought we'd be looked at in that way. And
right.
because we're like, we're not the Spice Girls, but we're evoking that out of people, and that's what's beautiful about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, thank you for sharing that. And that's the thing is those little gifts of just moments of them giving that to you, it goes a long way for you to keep going, you know? Because you are the light, you know, you and the other your friends, the girls that are on part of the show, you guys are lights. You guys are the light to bring that to people where you can even, you know, they'll see certain things on your Instagram and see that you go to church or certain things and they're just like, what? She goes to church? Like, oh, cool. You know, you never know what the message of what you're putting out there for others to see. You know,
Yeah.
and that's the thing, it's just little seeds here and there that are planted can go a long way. So
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where it's also too, like, that's the beauty of being like the owner of it as well.
yeah,
Because I will not silence anyone's voice. I will not silence anyone's political views. I won't silence anybody, and I don't tell anyone you can't post this, you can't believe that. You are you, and you are your own platform outside of this show and within this show. And that's what we represent. We represent any view. I have mine, you have yours, but you know what? We all love each other, and
yeah,
that's what's needed. So
that's what's
that's
needed.
that's what it's about, and
That's what
that's why I think it's beautiful. It's
it
really
is.
beautiful.
It really
Yeah.
is, yeah. You know, and as we look back now on your journey from, like you said, you know, you started out young, performing, doing some high school shows, you know, to the point of you went through some hardships of relationships, certain things that God was just guiding you through a different journey. And then you started the idea that God planted in the seed of just in your living room of something greater that you didn't even know yet. You know, you look back and that's the road, you know, that's the road that we're all on. It's just the story. And yours is definitely a blessing to hear. So yeah, thank you for sharing with us. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
having me. It's all a journey, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely is a journey. And that's the thing is when we look back, we could say, you know, thank you, God, for where you brought me from and that I'm still alive and I'm still here and just to be able to do what I blessed to do, you know, just to have this opportunity. So,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for every hardship, every breaking, every
man,
rock bottom, everything, all of it
everything. Yeah.
for now. And who knows what's going to happen next? I'm like, woo.
Well, that's what we're going to get into right before we end on this episode is now that we're in 2026, what's next for the show?
Yeah. Oh, so we have a couple tours in the States coming up. We're going to, I think, Colorado and then South Carolina. And
Okay, cool.
we
Wow.
keep getting asked the questions, is there going to be another Vegas residency?
Yeah, is there?
I'm working on some things.
Okay.
You can never confirm or say.
Hmm.
Would I love it? Yes. Would I love, like, all of us would be like, I'd love to do this every night again. The market in the industry has changed ridiculously in the last couple of years here in Vegas.
Oh,
So
that's good.
it would have to be the right place. It would have to
Mhm.
be the right fit of how the showroom deal would go down.
Okay.
And it, but I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I got some ideas of
Mm.
ways to spice it up again. Because we're still playing. We're all from Vegas, so our whole show is
Okay.
here.
Oh,
We still
nice.
play venues here in Vegas like once every. I think you can only like, the radius clause, so every like twice a year, I think, or
Oh,
something,
okay.
once a quarter. But I'm working on some stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, but the
Well,
show is gonna. continue and
Yeah.
we're
Well, I do want to ask, is there any slight hint of if there is going to be a residency or a show here in Vegas, looking at middle of the summer,
um
like towards the fall, maybe? What's your thoughts on
we'll
maybe?
definitely perform here. We're definitely going to perform
Oh,
again in
okay.
another show in Vegas. As far as a permanent residency, that I'm not signing any contracts yet. we'll,
Uh,
we'll say that
okay.
it's a I'm not looking to rent a room. Let's just like
Okay.
everything. I think don't fans don't realize now Vegas is very much pay to play.
Mm,
Casinos aren't paying the shows to be there to bring people in anymore.
okay.
Uh, I think all of us performers, entertainers are praying that that turns around again eventually.
Okay.
We just headlined Hard Rock Cafe New Year's Eve here in Vegas, and it was amazing. It was so much fun.
Was it? Okay. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
congrats on that.
The
Wow.
whole theme that they did through all levels of it, and
That's
that was a
awesome.
really fun time. And then with all this hype and talk about the Spice Girls and Vegas and the Sphere
Mm.
and everything, the phone calls are starting to happen. People
Oh,
are
I
giving,
bet.
if this happens, we want this. If this happens, let's do that. So I'm just, going to be still and let the doors open where they will and
That's
see
right.
where it takes us.
Looking forward to it. Yeah. And let's see if that residency from the original Spice Girls do come out here. That'd definitely be a blessing to see. And then have you
Absolutely.
guys like, oh, where's the encore? Spice Wannabe? Let's go.
Yeah. Where's the after party?
There you
Here.
go. There you
You can
go.
afford the tickets to the Sphere. Hey, we got you.
Yeah, either one's gonna be a great show. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I take my whole paycheck. If Spice Girls played the
oh,
Sphere,
believe me.
woo,
Yeah.
be there.
I yeah, take my money too.
Yeah.
So, so I want to ask you, where can the viewers find just information on about shows coming up, updates on just what's going on? I mean, your Instagram, I mean, the show's Instagram and all that.
Yeah. So the best place is our Instagram, Spice Wannabe Tribute.
Okay.
The tribute in there, Spice Wannabe Tribute, and we're the one from Las Vegas. We keep that one updated the most with the shows coming up. And
Okay.
then website, spicewannabe.com. I'm working on some updates. I'm kind of trying to link more things between our Instagram and our social media to the website and just kind of give it a little revamp itself.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And there you can get more information on how to book us and where to find us if you want to bring our show to you. And yeah, but the Instagram, that's the main one.
Sounds good. Yeah. Well, before we end on this episode, I am very curious on this. It just came to my mind. What's one of your favorite scripture verses? I mean, there's so many, but what, at least one that comes to mind.
Yeah. Jeremiah 29:11.
Oh, that's a good one.
I have a bulletin board that I write all of them on daily. So
No, yeah,
yeah,
that's a great one. I like that one. Good
yeah, the
choice.
plans I have for you. And then also just be still. That was huge.
That's a
Be
good one too.
still and know, let he'll take care of things. He will take
Yeah,
care of it. Let
that's
go.
right. Well,
Yeah.
the blessing of seeing this show where it's at now, it's definitely for that be still.
Yeah.
Let me handle what you that's the behind the scenes and work things out. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And he always does. Even
He
with this
always
last
does.
tour, I didn't even know how we were gonna. We had a lot of obstacles right before we went on tour, and I'm talking like 2 days even before we went on tour that I
Two
didn't
days
even.
even prior? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
One of our sporty spices fell quite ill, and we love
oh
you.
man.
I'm gonna see you tomorrow. But we, by the grace of God, our other sorority was available in a day to come on this full tour with us to
Wow.
Canada. So yeah, it's always, you know what, he'll take care of it, and
Yeah.
so we're good.
And she's feeling well now. She's
She's
good.
getting better. She's on the
That's
mend.
good. Oh,
Yeah,
good, good.
we were all excited to get back to Vegas and be
Yeah.
back because our little support system was gone. So we're back.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad she's recovering well. So.
yeah, yeah, me too.
Well, Casey, it's been such a pleasure to have you on Rhythm and Rolls Las Vegas, sharing your testimony and the journey behind the show. I mean, we look forward to seeing more shows in the future here in Las Vegas. And yeah, I just want to also invite those that are watching to, if you want to share your story on Rhythm and Rolls, just contact me on Joshua Jacob Official. Send me a message. And, I believe every story matters. And I believe your story can impact someone who's going through something just to be like, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it. And so, yeah, we love to hear your story. But Casey McConachie, thank you again. This has been such a blessing to hear your testimony.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Likewise, it's wonderful.
And guys, this is Joshua Jacob, Rhythm and Rose, Las Vegas. Thank you for watching.